Honestly, it has changed my life. Oh, it's cutting me off. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be talking all about this little guy, which is a menstrual cup. This video really is for the ladies. If there are any guys watching this right now, I have major respect for you because it is super nice that you want to be informed about what your significant other or sister or friend might be going through or might be interested in, so maybe you can share this with them. But having said that, basically today's video is all about my experience with it and everything I think you should know if you are considering changing to a menstrual cup. It has changed my life. Like, I have started using it 4 years ago and I will never go back. 4 years ago, I didn't really consider myself a minimalist, so I didn't do this for the fact that I wanted to, save the planet by not using tampons or pads. But that's honestly what I'm doing, and it has made my life so easy and it's helping the planet, so I really feel like it's a huge win-win. And so I want to share with you guys my experience so far, and hopefully you will convert as well because it will change your life. So there are various brands and shapes and sizes that you can get. I use one called Organic Cup, and I will leave a link to it down below. But all of them revolve around the same concept, which is, I think all of them are made of surgery grade silicone. They're usually in the shape of a cup, and what they do basically is they keep your menstrual flow in the little cup throughout the day, and then you dispose of it at the end of the day. One of the biggest advantages of using a menstrual cup is that you don't have to worry about it except for twice a day. So at least for me, it depends on obviously how heavy your flow is, but cups are usually able to hold up to 12 hours and you don't have to change them for 12 hours. So what this means is that you only really have to worry about it before you leave the house in the morning and when you come home at the end of the day. Obviously this depends on your daily schedule, but for me, that's how it goes. And here comes my dog. I'm back. Essentially, when you're using tampons, etc., you usually have to switch them out every 4 to 6 hours, but that makes for a really inconvenient situation, especially in the summer if you're spending the whole day at a pool or a beach. So the cup is great for that. One of the biggest questions people always ask is, isn't it really weird to have to change it up in a public restroom? And my answer to it is, I barely ever have to because I'll be home most of the time that it's time to change it up. Benji, what are you doing, baby? Depending on the brand, but for example, Organic Cup's case is that they'll usually have 2 sizes, and the difference between them usually revolves around whether or not you've given birth naturally. Obviously, I have to make the disclaimer that I'm not a medical professional, so please talk to your gynecologist before you make any decisions if you are concerned that you do not know the size or might not work for you. Personally, I didn't have to. I just gave the one where you haven't given birth yet a try, and it worked out for me. So how on earth does the cup work? The way it works essentially is that it's made of silicone and it's really flexible. This one's brand new, so I'll show you guys. I was waiting for it to arrive so that I could make this video. But basically it is this, and it is extremely flexible. And some people are like, how on earth am I going to get that inside of me? Well, it folds up and it'll essentially be the same size as a tampon. So if you fold it up, there's a lot of ways you can fold up the cup. You can look it up online, but essentially this is the most popular one, in which you fold it up and it looks like this. And if you see that, it's not much bigger than what a tampon would be. And the way you'd insert it is you'd insert it the same way you'd insert a tampon that doesn't come with an applicator. Do you want to know about this? It just expands. So it has like these little holes and they let air in, and it expands once it's inside you and creates this vacuum. And essentially you can like swim in it, you can twirl around in it, you can do handstands in it. It will not budge, which is another huge benefit of using these, is that with tampons, they move throughout the day. And at least me personally, I would get extremely uncomfortable at certain parts of the day and have to go change it, and this never happens. It doesn't move. And then to remove it, essentially what you do is you'll just grab on to the little thing and pull it down as much as you can, and then you put your finger next to it so that you break the seal, because it creates a seal, and then it comes out. And you'd empty it either into the toilet or into the sink, depending on where you are, and you wash it out, usually with like mild soap. If you are in a public restroom, you can always use toilet paper, but it really helps to be somewhere where you have access to a sink, because wetting this will make it a lot easier to insert. So that's definitely an advantage. Every month before you use it, you have to put it in boiling water for about 10 minutes. And then after you use it, you do it again so that you can put it so that you can put it back into the little... Are you done? So you can put it back into the little bag, because when you put this in boiling water, essentially it sterilizes it. So that's the best way to keep this clean after every cycle. One more thing that I completely forgot about while I was filming this video is that sometimes, like after a couple of months, the little silicone will start getting some stains. And there is a really easy way to get rid of that and make your cup look brand new, and it is to use hydrogen peroxide. And you put that in a cup of water and you put the cup in there and you leave it for 24 hours. Literally, it looks absolutely brand new. I was really happy with it. This does not hurt at all. If you insert this correctly, which will take you a couple of times and you will have to learn how to do it. Usually sitting on the toilet is the best way to do it, but standing up also works for some people. If you insert this correctly, you will not feel it at all. That's a huge tip. Practice until you don't feel it. That's how you know you've put it in correctly. Honestly, a lot of people ask me like, aren't you grossed out? No, I've actually learned so much about my own period, like how much it is and what days are the heaviest and everything, because of the fact that I get to see it. And also, I think the tampons and pads are way grosser. Like, I mean, the tampon string, you know, you go pee. It's just really hygienic in my opinion, and in a lot of medical opinions as well. These last forever. Like these literally, Organic Cup, when I was reading the description, lasts up to 20 years. That means that for 20 years, you don't have to buy another cup, you don't have to spend money on tampons, pads, and that's really expensive and it adds up. And then the other great thing is that you can easily carry this around in your purse, so that if your period ever shows up unexpectedly, you have it on you. You don't have to be carrying around a bunch of pads and tampons and replacing them. Another question I've definitely seen is, can you use these if you're a virgin? Like, will that change anything? The reality is that's not a thing. It doesn't go up high enough to affect anything like that, but if you have any of those types of questions, you should definitely talk to your doctor about it. They will tell you everything you need to know. Like I said, one of the biggest advantages to this cup is that the whole day you forget that you even have it. I honestly don't even care when I'm on my period anymore, because I completely forget that I'm on my period. There are no more stains anywhere. It's amazing. Like, it's been just life-changing, and it's extremely comfortable. You don't feel it. It's great. If you have any questions about this or anything else, please leave a comment down below and I will try to answer all of them. If you haven't seen, I am sitting here and my room looks different. That's because I did a room remodel, and there's a video on that, which I will link up here. If you guys like this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe down below. Turn on notifications so you never miss a video. I hope this helped some of you, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!